We're now joined by students Priyanshu Dhawan and Sneha Sehgal. Also joining us is Professor Geeta Bhatt, Director of NCWEB, University of Delhi, and Dr. Abha Dev Habib, Treasurer of DUTA, and also a professor at Miranda House. First, I'd like to hear from the students. If Priyanshu, if you could tell us what was this experience, and it obviously has all of you very, very agitated.
Yeah, so if we see all the issues that have come so far, we can divide it into two segments. One is we can see there's a lack of accessibility of various resources like internet accessibility, the study material, and if we see in various colleges, the syllabus has also not been completed so far. If we see like DU comes under Central University and it has to take care of all the students from all over the country. So we cannot, like, I am from Delhi, so there are people from Jammu and Kashmir where there is internet restrictions imposed. In Assam, we have flood-like situations. So I think students are the most primary stakeholders of any university. So I think their concern should be the prime should be taken into consideration by the administration, which has not been taken so far.
All right, interesting. Sneha, what would you like to add to that?
I'd like to add that apart from that, there are various technical glitches with the exam itself. So if you look at the exam, a lot of us were not able to register. Then if you see that this exam actually impacts a lot of minorities as well. So if you specifically talk about students with disabilities, there's no timer. There's a CAPTCHA, which means students with visual impairments cannot log in. And then because students with disabilities get 5 hours, the lack of timer makes it more difficult for them to complete the exam. There's a lot of ambiguity because mocks were supposed to give us a decent idea as to how our exams will actually happen, right? But there weren't any mocks available for a lot of papers, including psychology. So the exercise was very logistical in nature, and even then it failed to garner confidence from the students, the main stakeholders here, because a lot of us could not upload our files in time. Also, there's a 5 MB limit to answers, and that just means 4 sheets. So each answer in DU is roughly at least 15 to 20 sheets, right? So which means multiple scanning. And that also means a lot of hardware. So students who were on their phones could not upload at all. This increases the time so much that you write the answer, you scan it on your phone, then you transfer it to your laptop, and then you upload it. So 1 hour for uploading just doesn't cover it. Apart from the fact, we were never taught in a way to take this exam, and we're not prepared for it either. So this just leaves us in a situation of ambiguity, and also it has had a huge impact on the mental health of students. So,
right. All right, so let me ask Professor Geeta Bhatt on this. Clearly, one can imagine students feeling so agitated, and this was the mock exam, and dreading whether it'll be a repeat of this in the final exam.
Well, Gargi, in these extreme circumstances due to COVID-19, even in these extreme circumstances, the University of Delhi has given utmost priority to the safety and to the maintaining of the health guidelines for their students, and at the same time ensuring that keeping their safety, the teaching, learning and evaluation process, it continues. And in those students who are in the final year, we all understand that all of them have their own academic ambitions in terms of applying to universities in India and abroad, and there are many students who already have their placement letters with them, and they are looking forward to joining of their their new assignments, provided they get a degree. So keeping in mind the safeguard of our students, and as well as keeping in mind safeguarding their life plans, the University of Delhi, after it's not something which has happened just in a quick fix solution. From March 27th, where a task force was constituted by the University of Delhi, it was deliberated, and after that it was decided that norms which are being followed worldwide, where universities like Oxford, Harvard, which are following the same open book exam pattern, that will be taken into consideration. However, there may be some students may have faced problem, and the university already has dedicated numbers and email IDs for looking into providing them solutions who are facing problems. But in majority of these cases, let me assure you that there is already a registration of 1,44,000 students which has taken place, and the number of students of the final year, considering PG, UG, a school of open learning, non-collegiate and regular, all of them is about 2 lakh. number is huge. But the University of Delhi, you know, where there is such a huge volume of students, has made all the preparations for going ahead. There may be a few glitches because you see the number is so huge.
But it does seem that there are too many glitches, the kind that are being described, people not being able to, you know, upload their papers, not getting OTPs, wrong papers, this MB file limit on the files being uploaded. Well, let me get Professor Abha Dev Habib in also. Ma'am, what do you feel needs to be done? You know, I know Duta is very is sympathetic to what the students are going through, and you don't want them to be made sort of lab rats. But on the other hand, many students do need to take these exams, do need to get the certificate. So what would you recommend?
See, there are many credible alternatives which exist, and from IIT to Punjab to Pondicherry University, many central universities and now many states have switched to alternative, which means that you take internal assessment and you look at the past experiences and formulate a grade for the student, something which the university has already done for its second semester and fourth semester student. It is beyond our comprehension why this cannot be extended to our sixth semester students or to the all graduating students. And this will be more credible than open book examination, which is open to unfair means. We do not know how outsiders will get into the whole thing and rig the whole process. What is going to happen? Is the student doing the exam on its own, or is taking help from others? Everything. I mean, so it is open to malpractice. And for any university to have a credible examination system is very important. You have already stated all the problems. The students are saying that they are facing problems. And the thing is that we are a central university. We have undergraduate program in over 56 colleges. So a centralized exam, when the teaching has been very uneven, and OBE itself is very discriminatory. A student who is sitting in Delhi in a comfortable place, has connectivity, is one thing. And what about students who are today facing lockdown, or they are in flood, facing electricity, power cut? And what about students in Jammu and Kashmir coming from suburban area or rural background? I mean, a system, see, when we used to conduct examination in regular times, we used to create an environment which was equal to all students.
Right.
Care was taken that every student got the same attention. Today, the university is not running for 1 lakh. If you are by Geeta Bhatt's statement, 1 lakh have registered. What about the other 1 lakh? So you give a minimum degree to everyone. Any student who wants to improve on those grades and therefore improve on the overall CGPA can take exams when it is possible, but a minimum degree to all. You know, you read your news started with lockdown in Kerala, and I got a SMS from my student. Now, she is a student who had entered Miranda House with 98.6%.
Yes.
And this is the student who is doing very well and cannot take exam today. So should her degree get delayed by 1 year? So you are looking at a very discriminatory system, which depends upon your laptop and net. I mean, network.
All right, let's ask Professor Bhatt about that. It's not equitable enough, besides all the other problems of glitches and all that students with proper internet connections are facing, and OTP, etc., and you know, uploading their papers. Professor Bhatt, what about how to make it fair? It's a very valid point.
Yes.
How and clearly DU needs to think more about how to make it equitable for all its students.
Yes, that is sure, and I would like to tell you that as far as fairness in exams is concerned, even those who sit for assignments, when you give home assignments, the students are free to consult their books and their notes while they are writing down their assignment. Second is that a large number of states have gone ahead, including Kerala, Himachal Pradesh. They have gone ahead and they have done their exams in physical mode. Here we are doing it remotely. It is not even online, because all you need is for uploading and downloading an internet connection. Thirdly, for those students who are who are not in Delhi at present and are outside, for them the University of Delhi has gone ahead and has done an MOU with Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, so that all the common service centers which are spread across the country.
And that point that that professor was making regarding this malpractice or some sort of cheating being very easy as well. Like, there are various concerns regarding this method that Delhi University has come up with.
The whole concept of open book exam is you can open your book and you write your answer. This
You
is
are
what
looking
all
at
the
1
private
lakh cases
universities
in
across
Delhi.
Okay, let me get Sneha in. She wants to make a point. Go ahead, Sneha.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. So as much as I agree that you can consult your books, it's also open to ghostwriting, which means someone else can entirely write your answer. Anyone who has a parent who has any sort of background in the same paper gives you an unfair advantage. They're not consulting their book; they're just asking, "Mom, can you tell me?" Also, going back to 1.1 lakh students registering, there's an organization called Collective which reported 74% students could not even upload their answer sheet.
Yeah.
So of the 2.15 lakh students we're looking at, 50% registered, of which 74% could not even upload their answer sheet. So there is just a very small minority of students this exam is catering. So it is by no means fair to all or open to all. And then going back to the hardware, it is not just a phone. You require a phone, an internet connection, a stable internet connection to that,
Right.
as well as a laptop. And ma'am, honestly speaking, being from Delhi, being in NCR and sitting in an AC room right now, it is not possible. I was one of the students who could not upload my file. So I am a student in a place of privilege where I have everything that OBE requires at my disposal, and despite that, I could not upload anything. So that sort of goes on to say
Right.
something.
So,
I feel.
I mean, and that's the situation of a student in Delhi. Priyanshu, would you like to add something?
Yeah. Yeah, that was one not to come to that. Like ma'am said that I don't understand why it is compulsory for the final year students to give the exams. We have already given 5 semester exams. It's not like that we just given a single exam or 2 exams and we are graduating. And if you see the a person who is in his final year is in a very important situation in his life. He needs to get a job after that. He gets a placement. So he needs clarity. And so far there has been a lot of chaos and confusion from, if we see from the university side. Like on 24th May, a notification came that UGC is recommending that exam may get cancelled. And for 2 days, there was no information from the university side. Students were panicking like, should we study or not? Because earlier the exam was supposed to happen on 2nd of July. And so far there was no communication.
All right,
and
so
after 2
a
times,
panic on that front. Clearly, it's a very, very challenging year. I understand that, both for the Delhi University authorities, for teachers, it's a new sort of, space that we're all encountering, a new challenges that we're all encountering. But Professor Bhatt, don't you think that given there's so many complaints, these are all very valid complaints, and Delhi University, I hope, will take this into account and try to come up with perhaps something new, consult with more of the teachers as well.
Yeah. I can give me just 10 seconds. I just would like to add something else also. You see, Faculty of Management Studies, which is one of the most premier institutions of management across the country, that has successfully conducted their examinations using the same mode, and that is the reason, because that is, kindly please let me complete, then you can please put your interjection.
All right, very quickly, running out of time now.
They have been able to complete this exam because they had their placement offers. They would have lost their jobs. And secondly, it is very important, you see, as the students may not be able to foresee or contemplate that what it means for having a degree in which they have been evaluated in their professional life. Henceforth from here, they have their whole life ahead of them. But our teachers and guardians must guide them, in understanding that it is very important. And also there is always an option for going for offline exams in the month of September or
Professor
October.
Last remarks from you.
Already open.
See, you have to understand the kind of student group which Central University like Delhi caters to. Okay, and this kind of giving arguments based on some other smaller institution which have very homogeneous kind of situation in terms of students is actually not okay. Okay, and the teachers of Delhi University and students have been protesting, and they've been writing that please, there are more credible alternatives, and you give this. And if first year and the second year students can be allowed to miss one exam, and the university is not insisting, is allotting them grades which can be improved later if the student wants, then what is the harm? Why are you putting such a big thing for the third years, the final graduating years? Why are you making another argument for these students? The students have put here all the point.